We're still waiting our first entrant here. And here we go. Our first entrant in this match, ZBARR, who actually took on the Pitbull back at Global Warming.
That's right, ZBARR picked up the victory there, using that second rope as leverage. Picked up a pinfall over the Pitbull, Gary Wolf, and of course ZBARR being led to the ring by the Mad Doctor, Dr. Don Boots.
And this past weekend on the hotline, he actually said that he made the Pitbull his bitch. He might be eating those words later on tonight inside this cage.
Now, I would have to say that Dr. Death and the Pitbull have more experience inside the steel cage than does DeManto and ZBARR. Dr. Don, a very sinister man.
Yeah.
He likes weird shit. Dan the Fan, you saw what happened with him and Amy Lee back at East Meets West.
Yeah.
She was literally beating the hell out of him, and he liked the abuse. He loved it. I think he fell in love with the big bad bitch, Amy Lee.
It's a bit of a sadist. Here we go. And that is the original Pitbull, the real Pitbull, the one and only Pitbull. And he's right here in Pro Wrestling Unplugged. And these two men met at East Meets West, and they're gonna meet starting off this War Games rules match, where every 1 minute, a new wrestler will enter this cage, and it'll only end with one man standing. Here we go, the Pitbull making his own entrance here. He looks to be in a bad mood.
Pitbull. Here he comes. You see, he's got his arm casted up. He's an injured Pitbull.
Sometimes it makes him even angrier when you're hurt.
But with 1,200 pounds of pressure per square inch crunching down on his opponent, I think even a one-armed Pitbull is stronger than one ZBARR.
He's not too happy that the music guy got his music wrong. He usually comes out the Thunder Kiss. That's just gonna make him angrier. Is that who I think it is at ringside there? And the real Pitbull chants coming from the crowd that made him famous here in Philadelphia. And now Stanford is trying to steal what he made famous, steal his living, and that just makes him pissed off. Pitbull taking his time getting into this cage. He's not in any rush to inflict pain here.
That's his experience there. He's playing mind games with ZBARR, taking his time. ZBARR looks a little anxious. Look, he's trying to make his way out of that steel cage.
He's wearing that steel chain. That chain's in the ring, and that could be the X factor in this matchup here.
And he's caught with that steel chain there by the Pitbull. The Pitbull wasting no time on his attack on ZBARR. 4 times now clobbered him with that steel chain.
Now he's gonna choke him with that chain. There's no love lost between these two.
Pitbull in there learning him. He's schooling him. He's teaching ZBARR about respect. Choking him down with that chain inside that steel cage.
Now remember, we're probably less than 1 minute now, but every minute a new member will enter that steel cage. This is a War Games rules match, and it'll only end with one man standing.
That's right here. Fall right into the steel.
Flinging him right into that steel.
Big cage match here. War Games rules right here on Internet TV Unplugged. And still to come under War Games rules, Steve Dr. Death Williams, Danny DeManto. Both of those two waiting in the wings.
He's at the spike end of that collar now.
I think the Pitbull's gonna bust him open.
Oh, low blow.
Once again,
here we go.
ZBARR goes downstairs unlike he did in their first matchup.
Here we go. We have our new entrant. It's Danny DeManto.
Danny DeManto, Danny DeManto. Oh God, look at him. He's huge.
It's not gonna look good. Tongue tie there. Not good for the Pitbull here.
Both ZBARR and DeManto now putting the boots to the Pitbull. Stomping him down in that corner.
And now they have the chain.
Uh-oh. Oh, face first into the steel cage.
You gotta be careful. That steel cage could be broken right in half. Saying the Pitbull in there. That's a huge man that they threw in there.
Working him over now with that right hand. I believe the Pitbull is busted open. Dan the fan.
Is he? Oh, they're using that steel chain to cut him up, the collar part. That's a spice. Well, Pitbull's up. He's taking it to both Danny DeManto and ZBARR here. And we still are awaiting the entrant of Dr. Death Steve Williams in less than 1 minute.
Big clothesline there by the Pitbull. And another one.
It's still the Pitbull's cage. It's just his cage. Nothing is gonna stop this man from dishing out some pain.
Oh.
Here we go.
Face first into the steel.
I don't think the Pitbull needs Dr. Death. But he's coming.
Steve Dr. Death Williams is here on Internet TV Unplugged.
Big old hands going to the face of ZBARR from Dr. Death. Sending ZBARR down to the mat.
I stand corrected. I don't think the Pitbull is busted open. It just appeared like he was. DeManto face first in the steel.
They were definitely trying to get him open.
Oh, blocked there by Dr. Death with a right hand. ZBARR face first into that cage.
He hung up there for a second.
Dr. Death now signaling to the Pitbull. The Pitbull telegraphing, sizing him up. Hammered with that clothesline.
These are two big, bad men. Legends of wrestling right here. Taking to almost a new school.
And I do believe this is a handicap.
Yes, it
War
is.
Games rules. Steel cage match here on Internet TV Unplugged. Still, ZBARR's team has the advantage because where is Helter Skelter?
Yeah, he's gonna be in here in less than 1 minute. Helter Skelter, probably the most insane man in wrestling today.
Pitbull and Dr. Death now taking control of this matchup. It's anything goes in that cage. There's a referee in there just to decide a pinfall or a tap out. We have a referee on the outside to see who climbs over that cage first. Sends ZBARR back into the steel. Dr. Death now working over DeManto in that corner, driving that boot right in the throat of Danny DeManto.
Here we go. Our last entrant here, Helter Skelter.
Dr. Death punishing DeManto in that corner. You hear him screaming.
He's trying to break his fingers or his hand or something there. Helter Skelter better hurry up and get in that ring. His team needs it right now.
Dr. Death, no stranger to the War Game style rules. He's been in these type steel cage matches before. This man's been around the world, competed in Japan, won world heavyweight titles over in the land of the rising sun, and who was virtually undefeated for many years was Dr. Death Steve Williams.
Helter Skelter being accompanied by two beautiful women here in Pro Wrestling Unplugged. Now we have a handicapped in here, but it might not last very long. These War Games rules matches are all based on handicap. If they can get one man out, they'll be even sides once again.
DeManto now working over Dr. Death in that corner, the Pitbull down. Helter Skelter still yet to get physical. Now,
there we go.
Walking over to the Pitbull, hammering away.
And I think Helter Skelter brought a little help in there with me. He brought in a leather strap. Look at this. Look at ZBARR in the center of the ring. Both men being choked out in respective corners there.
Dr. Death in the Pitbull, right? You just said being choked down. They're outnumbered. They're outmanned. ZBARR, DeManto, Helter, Skelter have the Pitbull and Dr. Death outnumbered right here on Internet TV Unplugged. But the Pitbull has come back to life.
Look at those eyes.
Sending Helter right into that steel cage.
When you see those eyes, you know pain's about to be inflicted from the Pitbull. Oh, that leather strap that Helter brought in the ring is now being used against his team.
The Pitbull now with that leather strap now, whipping Danny DeManto in that corner.
I'm glad I'm not in that ring right now. I can feel those shots from up here.
Helter getting a whip, getting the boots put to him by Dr. Death.
The two legends now standing tall inside the steel cage. This is only our first of 2 steel cage matches here tonight. Oh! I saw the whole ring shift when those two were sent into that steel cage. ZBARR wants no parts.
Wait a minute, what's this?
What the? Why is there music? It's our first PWU Hardcore Champion. He's now entered into the steel cage.
Is he around? But whose side is he on? Wait, he's on the side of the Pitbull. He's on the side of the Pitbull. Riding siding up with Dr. Death and the Pitbull. Evening up the sides. 3-on-3.
Danny DeManto's outside the ring though right now. Ian Rotten immediately sent him to the outside.
That's right, he's out there with Antisocial. I know I'd rather be out there with her than inside that steel cage.
The 3 legends here, 3 hardcore legends. Dr. Death, Ian Rotten, and the Pitbull, Gary Wolf, all standing tall. DeManto is looking for some wood here.
ZBARR again, face first into that cage.
This can't be good. But when you have Ian Rotten in that cage, you should expect hardcore things to happen. All 6 men in this match. ZBARR taken down by all 3 members of the Legends team.
I don't think Helter, ZBARR, and DeManto knew exactly what they were getting themselves into.
I don't think they did either. Wait a minute. I think DeManto just walked out.
They're in that ring with 3 of the toughest men in this business. Is Dr. Death, the Pitbull, and Ian Rotten.
There are 3 of the toughest men, and that's only the beginning of what they are. They're 3 nasty men.
Damn, Pitbull hammering him with that clothesline.
We have some steel now, some steel chair action in that ring. DeManto hasn't been in that ring for a long time yet.
Yeah, well, DeManto's he might be thinking about getting in there. He might be having second thoughts.
I would. Oh. Throws the chair right in the face of the Pitbull.
Right in the face of the Pitbull. Ian Rotten with that heel kick.
No matter what these, I guess it's called new blood people throw at the Legends are still standing.
Dr. Death that chair, smacked Helter right in the face with it.
I think they're regretting entering this cage right now. Ian Rotten, who just won our Pro Wrestling Unplugged Hardcore Championship a few days ago against Corporal Robinson. He's now
one hell of a match, a very brutal matchup Ian Rotten won to become the first ever PW Hardcore Champion.
He had, what, $3 bills stapled to his face? The man is tough. Dr. Death getting that crowd behind him here. But I don't think Annie likes it down there. Oh, using that title as a weapon. Wait a minute. Ian Rotten just turned on the Pitbull and Dr. Death. What is this? What is this?
Oh,
crap?
we got a 4-on-2.
This is bougie. It's what this is. Oh no. What
Danny
is?
DeManto's going up. Wait a minute.
Oh my God. No.
Oh no.
He can't be.
On top of that steel cage.
Oh!
Dr. Death moves. Helter rolls him up. 2, 3.
Wait, do we have a winner? The double cross from Ian Rotten. Damn him.
Can't.
Double cross, but it was.
You can't trust Ian Rotten. Ian Rotten now punishing and mocking Steve Dr. Death Williams.
Come on now. Come on now. Wait, the Pitbull and Dr. Death are up. All four men trying to get out of the ring. That may not have been the smartest move. It's like the Three Stooges exiting the ring there. Except there's four of them.
A huge victory here for Helter, DeManto, and ZBARR in this steel cage match on Internet TV Unplugged.
They're not happy that they lost. But I don't think it matters. There's still the two standing in that ring. The two legends standing tall despite the loss here on Internet TV.
Dr. Death is heated. He's pissed.
Wouldn't you with the double cross?